Hey everybody, Tina here with Our Blessed and Beautiful Life. I am super excited today. Do you know why? I woke up this morning and I had a little surprise. I have 1,000 subscribers. So that is a really big deal. I started this YouTube channel about a year ago and I didn't have really any intention of doing anything crazy with it other than just having it be a place of, a place to capture things for our children so they can come back and look years down the road after Joe and I are gone and look at our journey. I mean, we have so many videos already and it's super exciting. So I didn't really think that I would get a lot of subscribers. I really wasn't, that wasn't my goal. I just wanted to kind of share what we were doing, our homesteading pursuits that we do. I love cooking. I love preserving food. I love my children. I love the Lord. And I just wanted a platform to share all those things. And to my surprise, we have just hit 1,000 subscribers. So, in the YouTube world, that's kind of a big deal, your first 1,000 subscribers. And then you can monetize your channel if you choose to do so. I never intended on making any money on YouTube. So anything I ever do make, no matter how little or big, I'm just grateful for that. That's amazing. So I just wanted to say before I begin the video today, thank you to all of my friends here on YouTube, all of our subscribers. That's really awesome. And I was just really surprised to see that I've got this many people that like to hang out with me. So, I think I'm a pretty cool person, but hey, anyways, so thank you for that, you guys. It's a great day to celebrate. I think that's awesome. That was a goal. I just think it's really exciting. So in today's video, I wanted to show you something really quick and really easy. That's how to make homemade butter right in your kitchen. So there's lots of different ways to do this, as with anything. So I'm gonna show you that today. Now, since we sold our sweet Gracie girl, we don't have our own dairy cow right now. So I actually have a cow share with one of our local farmers, and we still get to source delicious raw milk from their cows, and their cows give a lot of cream, just like Gracie did. So I'm getting like a cream line about that big. So I scoop out all that cream and I make our own butter for us here at home. So it's exciting. I love being able to do that, and it's better for you. And I want to show you guys just how easy making butter can be. So you guys, what I have here is a quart of cream that I have scooped out of my jars of milk from the farm. And this is gonna make just a little batch of butter. And you can really do this with any amount of cream that you have. When we had Gracie, I used to do 8 to 12 cups of cream at one time, and I would get several blocks of butter out of it, and I would freeze them. And it is very true that you can actually churn your butter in a mason jar. We have done that before. So you would just, you don't want to fill it like this, obviously. I would take about half of this, put it in a mason jar, and just shake and shake and shake away. And before you know it, you will see your butter start to form. And what's left after your butter forms is buttermilk. So you can save your buttermilk for cooking. You can feed it to the pigs, feed it to the chickens. The chickens love it, do whatever you want with it. But you can absolutely shake up your butter in a mason jar. However, it does take quite a while. And we've gotten muscle failure from doing it a couple times with the kids. We thought it would be fun. But I have learned my lesson, and I just make my butter in my KitchenAid mixer. It's super quick, super easy. All right, you guys, so all you're gonna do is pour your cream into your mixing bowl. And just a little note, it's a lot easier to make your butter if your cream is about 55 degrees or so. It doesn't have to be. You can pull your cream straight out of the fridge and do it, but it will churn faster if it's not cold. So I like to take my cream out of the fridge a few hours before I make butter and let it sit on the counter so that it can warm up a little bit. And it's just gonna make the butter churn that much faster. So all I'm gonna do now is turn my mixer on, and I'm going to cover my mixer with a towel. They have those handy dandy little attachments. I am not that fancy, so I just cover my mixer with the towel, because once the butter forms, it will start to slosh everywhere. So just keep an eye on it. Don't turn it on and leave for too long. So I'm gonna get this turned on, and we will come back in a few minutes and check on it. All right, you guys, so this has been churning for about 20-25 minutes, and you can see that our butter has separated from the buttermilk. All right, so you guys can see that is our butter, and over here we have the leftover buttermilk. So like I said, this is just a small batch of butter because I was only starting with a quart of cream, but really there's no recipe for this, really. I mean, you can just mix together however much cream you want. Once your butter has separated from the milk, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna rinse our butter under cool water until we don't see any more of that buttermilk coming out of it. You wanna try to get as much of that buttermilk out of there as you can. That way it will keep longer and it will not spoil quickly, because the buttermilk will make it spoil faster. So I'm gonna get started with rinsing this butter out, and then I'm gonna salt my butter. You can salt it or not salt it. I like to salt mine a little bit, so once I have it all rinsed, I'm gonna add a little bit of salt to that. So you're just gonna keep adding cool water to this, and then draining out this buttermilk and adding more cool water until it runs clear. Once it runs clear, then you're good to go to the next step. Guys, look at that. So we are almost done. As you can see, the water is pretty much clear. I'm gonna work this butter for just a few more minutes. And forgive me, I'm doing this one-handed. Everybody's outside and I'm recording and trying to do this one-handed. But don't be gentle with your butter. Move it around, smush it around. That way you can get all that buttermilk out of there. And as that cool water sits in there, it really helps that butter to form. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. You guys, homemade butter is so easy, so delicious. All right, you guys, so my butter is pretty clean. And now I'm just gonna add a pinch of sea salt. Again, you do not have to salt your butter. You can if you wish. And you're gonna give that a good mix. And then we're gonna store it. So I actually have butter in the fridge right now. So I'm gonna make this butter up and I'm gonna store it in the freezer. Now you can put this on your counter. It's ready to eat right now. So you can put it on your counter and keep it at room temperature where it will keep for about 3 to 5 days, just depending on like how warm you keep your house. Remember, this is homemade butter, so there's no preservatives in there. So it's not gonna last as long on the counter or even in the fridge as store-bought butter. So, but that's a good thing, right? So 3 to 5 days on your kitchen counter, or you can keep it in your fridge for about 7 to 10 days, or you can freeze it and save it for later. Now, I'm a little extra, so I like to use this little soap making silicone thingamajig. I mean, I don't know. Soap mold, that's what it's called, that's right. I like to use these to make like butter blocks. So it's kind of like, it's just easier for storage and also easier like when I need butter to just, it's like being able to pull out a stick of butter like you do from the store. So I like to freeze mine in these little soap molds, pop them out and put them in vacuum sealed bags and then put them in the freezer, and they will keep for quite a while. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I will probably only get like maybe 1 or 2 squares out of the butter that we made today, but that's okay, it all adds up, right? So feel free to store your butter however you wish. You can just mold it into a ball and wrap it really well in saran wrap and put it in your freezer, and it will store just fine like that. So don't think too much into it. All right, you guys, so that's it for today's video. Super quick and easy. Also, you can do the same recipe with heavy whipping cream. So if you don't have cream from a cow, you can just buy heavy whipping cream from the grocery store and you can make butter from that. Something you can do for your family that's really easy to do. And if you do have your own cow, it's a great way to use up some of that cream that you get. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please subscribe. I'd love for you to stick around. Once again, you guys, thank you so much for subscribing, because we just hit 1,000 and I just think that's so cool. So I hope you're all being safe out there with the coronavirus, #Rona, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.